Hello everybody, John here again. This is going to be a vinyl finds video. I haven't done one for a while. This is going to focus mainly on 70s rock. Some records that I've got recently, but also some that I perhaps got quite a few months ago, and sort of culminating them just for a video. In the background I'm playing this album, Breaking My Rules, really, because this was released in 1969. When I saw this in the record shop last week, I thought, no, I don't recognise that one. Got it home. It didn't cost very much, just a few quid. I got it home and found out actually it's just a different issue of this album, which is the nice third album. So yeah, actually that's the one I'm playing. I'm not playing the new one. It's a nice little addition. I'm beginning to ask myself, do I need to have things like this, like alternative covers and things? I don't know. But there you go. So that's what we're listening to, the nice. First off, I'm going to show an album that I bought just a couple of weeks ago. This is the first album by Free, Tons of Sobs. It was the first album I got by them. I bought it on CD many moons ago, just to explore, to see what Free was about. And I think I'd read in a magazine that this was sort of a particularly good one. It was sort of rocky, sort of, yeah. And I was intrigued because I didn't have anything by Free, and I thought, well, could be good. And I'll be honest, I haven't really taken to Free as well as I thought I would have done. I thought that I was going to have sort of this big aha moment with them. And I must admit, I like them, but I don't really love them. This, I think, is by far their best album. So I was, it was a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was sort of demob happy. Just on my way to go on holiday for my annual holiday abroad, and yeah, I had some money burning in a hole in my pocket, and I was in the record shop, and I thought, wow, there's that album I've been looking out for. Pay a lot of money for this if you're not careful. I come across this one, and I didn't pay more than the price of a sort of a new record, put it that way. Which is rare for me because I don't like to spend that amount of money on a record if I can avoid it. But it's well, it's a good clean copy of this album. Very here we go on that label. It's very bluesy. I think easily their most sort of hard rock of their albums, and it's the one that I enjoy the most so far. And yeah, I'm hoping that if I listen to them long enough, they will click with me. So that's their first Free album. Next, I'm going to show another first, a bit of a first video. The first album by Wishbone Ash. I've been collecting their work steadily, and this was one that somebody online showed it. I can't remember who it was, and I knew that I didn't have it. And it's approximately about a year ago that I'd sort of managed to penetrate Wishbone Ash. I sort of struggled to get into their music, and yeah, then I brought home a copy of Argus from a car boot sale on vinyl. And all of a sudden, yes, then I understood, because you really do get this beautiful sort of light quality sound from vinyl that you just don't get from digital copies. And I tried with Argos many times because everyone said that's the album you've got to get into with them. Didn't like it, but hearing it on vinyl, it kind of filled my room with light. It felt like they'd managed to capture the light from the recording studio. But anyway, so this is their first album, and yeah, it is very good, really good, really enjoying this. I got this about 4 or 5 months ago, I suppose, and yeah, excellent album. Can recommend that. Oh, another first. Here is I picked this up at a car boot sale about a month ago. The first Queen album. This is one that I didn't have, never even heard this on CD. What can I say about this? Yeah, it's what you'd expect, I suppose. Got the hits on it, Keep Yourself Alive. 7 Seas of Rhyme. Oh, it's sort of an early example of their sound. I'm not the biggest Queen fan. Not that I don't like them at all, it's nothing like that. But I know some people are very fanatical about them, aren't they? But I respect them, but I don't write home about them at the weekend. But it's good to have that in my collection. I think I probably paid a £5 for that at the car boot sale, which is quite a lot of money to pay for in a car boot sale. Here's an album that came my way. It's not rock, but it's kind of rock related, I suppose. José Feliciano. I kind of discovered him shortly before moving to California. A friend of mine in Sweden drew him to my attention, and once I understood his name, and there's that famous album that he did, I'll put a copy of it here. And once I understood his name, I kept on seeing his records in the wild everywhere, and he probably sold a lot of records in America because I was finding them everywhere in garage sales and things, for nothing, for peanuts basically. So I've probably got a good collection of his back catalogue. But this is one I didn't have, and this is live. It's a beautiful recording, really good. If you like this kind of thing, very laid back, very acoustic. But the ambient sound on the record is really something quite special. Recommend that.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, yeah, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Gotta set the night on fire. Ooh, the time for hesitation's through. There's no time to wallow in the fire. Darling, we could only lose, and our love become a funeral pyre. Come on, baby, light my fire. Whoa, darling, come on, darling, light my fire. Gotta set the night on fire. I wonder who's gonna light me fire.
Something that I picked up just this last week. So it's one of those posthumous Jimi Hendrix albums. I saw this and it was in the record shop, and yeah, it wasn't very much, £2 or £3 I think, and I thought, well, that's coming home with me because it's one I didn't have. Nice to add to my collection. But it's one where sort of, it was published I think in 1974, and it's recordings, quite poor recordings, but hey, it's not too bad. Poor recordings of Jimi Hendrix as a kind of band member. So it's when he was a band member for Curtis Knight. But even here in this, you can hear like his stealing the show, I suppose. I'll do a needle drop of this because some of the material from this phase is, it's like a big deal. it's not particularly great. But this is pretty good because you can really hear Jimi Hendrix starting to flex his muscles a bit. And yeah, so there you go, Jimi Hendrix. I'm going to take the opportunity to show this EP that I bought. I spoke about getting this in my last video when I spoke about the I ranked the Budgie catalogue, and this was one that I'd read about. It's just like an EP, and it was released in 1980, just at the tail end of the 70s. This was when Budgie had sort of, you know, started to get closer to the new wave of British heavy metal style of hard rock and heavy metal that was happening at the time, and they released this. And there's a track on here, Panzer Division Destroyer, that I heard them play live on a sort of a Reading Rock Festival live album. And I've always wondered, because this doesn't appear on any of their albums, but it appears on here. So yeah, this is really good, really good. I'll do a little drop of this too, although it's not technically 70s. It probably recorded it in the 70s, just released in the 80s. But this is brilliant. And last but not least, I'm going to show this. Oh, I'm breaking my rule again here, because I've just seen that this was released in 1981. So this is Graham Bonnet lineup. I bought this at the same time as I bought the Free album. Graham Bonnet, of course, is probably most well known for being the vocalist in Rainbow. And he spent some time with Michael Schenker. He's generally a very good rock vocalist, and this album is put together with quite a stellar lineup. He's got people like, who have we got here? Cozy Powell on drums, Mickey Moody on guitars, John Lord on keyboards, and there are a few other people that appear on it too. Let's see who else. Like Mel Collins. Rick Parfitt, for instance, is on here, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think Francis Rossi has something to do with this too. It's not a brilliant album. I've got another one by him which I prefer, but I just need to spend a bit more time with this. I'll do a little needle drop of this too. Okay everybody, that's what I'm going to show this time. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see if I can knock out another video sooner rather than later. Hope everyone's doing well. Okay, bye. Cheers.